this is the closest we're ever going to get to the tour. The motor skill that it takes to putt is 100 times simpler than the motor skill that it takes to tie your shoes. Okay? This is a very complex motor skill. This is a very simple motor skill. Agreed? So we have to remember that it's a motor skill. Now, what's the cool thing about motor skills? Once they're learned, what?
Memory.
They're done. They're done. And so you don't have to practice technique as long as the technique you learn is correct. Okay? That's important. All right? So this is a very, very simple motor skill. So remember the swing to balance thing with your eyes closed out there? All right, here's another little gem when you're on the putting green. Practice making putts. Don't practice missing them. Right? Joe, it seems simple, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It seems simple. How are we going to do that, Elizabeth?
Don't miss.
Yeah. How are we going to do that?
Making sure it gets in the ball in the hole.
Start really close to the
Start really close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start really close.
So that you hear it go in, you see it go in, you feel it go in. You're using all of your senses to practice making putts. That is really important. Okay. And so if you have the patience to do this, okay, and get into a putting posture and just knock that ball in the hole, time after time after time, okay, you set it up, you hit it. Okay, even though I didn't hit that pure, it didn't matter. It went in. The hole is 3 times bigger than the ball. So if you catch an edge and it's traveling at the right speed, gravity's going to take it in, it's not going to lip it out. If you're lipping out putts, you've hit them too hard. Okay? So you keep going through that whole process, okay? I teach my students and say, look, do that. I'll come back in an hour.
Oh, man.
All right? And then in an hour, and you make all those putts all around that hole. And I've had people say, well, gee, coach, I made them all. What's the point? I said, well, then obviously you missed the point. The point is you heard it go in, you saw it go in, you felt it go in. You're training your brain to make putts so that when you move another foot away, Elizabeth, your brain is now trained to make putts. The same stroke, the same hit that makes it from here, okay, makes it from there. You don't have to do anything different, okay? You see how complicated that is? It's very, very complicated. And so you notice that I putt with my arms and my shoulders. My hands are simply hanging onto the putter. Okay? So there's a lot of freedom. Now what a lot of people do when they're putting to mess things up is they're moving their foundation. They're moving their foundation. Their hips are moving. Okay? And doing all kinds of, no, your hips stay stationary. Here's the best way, another little gem that's coming. Look at my knees when I'm putting, okay? Look at my knees. If I ever get, my knees are like pushing out over my shoelaces.
Okay.
When I push my knees out over my shoelaces, I'm adding force against the ground. It keeps me stable. It's much harder to move if you have outward pressure on your knees while you're putting. It's much harder to move your foundation. Okay, feel that, Michael? Feel how solid that is? That is solid against the ground. There it is, Elizabeth, feel it. Joe, feel it. Yeah, that little outward pressure, and then the shoulders and arms can move, and the hips and the lower foundation will stay stable. As soon as that lower foundation starts to move around when you're putting, the more you mess with the face angle, going this way and that way. Okay? So, really important. Practice making putts, don't practice missing them. Little outward pressure on the knees for stability against the ground, and that will keep that face much more accurate and stable through the hit. Okay? Now, here are the 5 things that all the great putters in the world do. And I've studied them for over 100 years because I'm that old. Okay? Remember? Right? I joined the Senate when I was 180. No, I'm just kidding, just teasing. Okay, so we have to make sure that we do the things that the best players in the world do. We don't have to reinvent this. We simply have to do what they do. Okay? And the first thing that the great players do, the great putters do, is they consider the pace first. Joe, what's another word for pace? Speed. Okay? The pace comes first. Because Tiger Woods, right? He always, when he was putting his best, he always had great acceleration and a lot of pace. Okay, then you take Jordan Spieth, much lighter pace. And so who had to play the most break? The person with the heavier pace or the person with the lighter pace?
Jordan.
The lighter pace, okay? Because the lighter the pace in the last third of the putt where gravity's going to take over is when that ball is really going to move. You don't have to worry about the first 2/3 because the speed overcomes it. You have to worry about the last third. And we want that pace as it approaches the cup at such speed that if it catches an edge, gravity takes it in. All right, that's really important. So pace is first. When I'm putting a little putt like this, there's a lot of ways to make it. There's a lot of ways to make it. I mean, I can hit it firm and fast, okay? Better be accurate, okay? I can hit it a little bit lighter and stuff like that. Okay? Either one's gonna go in, but the problem is when I get out here, right? Now I've got to be more conscious of what the ball's going to do when it starts to approach the cup. That's a big deal. I can still hit it, try to hit it with as reasonable pace as I can. Okay? I wish it was harder. Because if it were harder, I would look smarter, right? And so it's not that hard. You notice all the time I spent over that putt out there? That little 8-footer? I spent no time over that whatsoever. Why? Because I knew I had it aimed correctly. How did I know that? Because I aim it correctly. And if you don't, if you have trouble, that's what these little lines are for. Okay? So that if I have trouble aiming or I don't know where it's aimed, I can set this triple track down from Callaway, little ad, I'm on their staff, so you can go this way here, and I can aim all 3 of those tracks. Come back here, Elizabeth, and take a look at that ball from back here. Is that ball pointed at the cup?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to set your putter in there and make sure that your putter is congruent with those 3 lines, and then all I want you to do is hit it. All right, don't waste any time over it. Good. Okay, Tiger. Okay, nothing wrong with that.
It's dry.
It's dry, you're right. And so the pace was aggressive, but it was right in the center of the cup, so it didn't matter. So if you're uncertain as to whether or not you're aiming it correctly, then I recommend, these are perfectly legal, they're even used on tour, okay? Then I recommend that you point these lines wherever you want that ball to go. And if it's a left to right breaker, you're going to aim those 3 lines left of the hole. If it's a right to left breaker, you're going to aim them right of the hole. How much? It's your best guess. The key is aim it where you think it's going to be and hit it for pace. So remember I said 5 things? Pace is first. Pace determines the path, which is how much break you're gonna hit it. Okay, now notice, Michael, come forward here and stick your putter inside that hole. Just set it right in there. You notice it almost fits, doesn't it?
Almost.
Okay, and you take a look at mine. Mine fits a little better. Okay, my point is, that's a path. That's not a line. That's a sidewalk. That's not a tightrope. And if the ball is anywhere on the sidewalk at any kind of reasonable pace, gravity is going to take it in. So those dastardly 3-footers that everybody worries about, you don't worry about those. If you think that you can't aim it, then you use this. And you make sure that the ball is not tilted this way or that way, because that affects where those lines are pointed, right? It's got to be vertical. Aim them all there. Joe, come right here. Now come back here and take a look. Are those 3 lines aimed at that hole?
Aimed a little right.
A little right?
There you go.
Okay. Aim your putter congruent with those and go ahead and hit it. And waste no time. Okay? Good. Okay? So it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just got to be close. All right? And those 3-footers all of a sudden become no problem. When you read a putt, you guys like to putt with good pace. Take some of the read out of it. Okay? So if you're more like a Ben Crenshaw who wanted to play it high, let it die, then you got to play more break. But if you're aggressive, then you take some of that break out, just like you guys did. Okay? Because if I'd left that ball there and Joe had putted with the pace, when we set it down first, he would have missed it on the right. Okay? So very good. Michael? Take a look and tell me if it's pointed where you would want it.
Right, again.
Okay, where would you want it?
So just a touch to the left.
This way?
Yep.
All right. Make sure your putter is congruent and just hit it.
Wow.
Beautiful. Okay? I'm telling you guys, it's awfully hard to miss 3, 4, and 5 foot putts if you're certain of where it should be aimed and you hit it with any kind of reasonable pace. So come on in a little closer, and if you think that you have problems with alignment, then use one of these. Okay, point all 3. The only thing you got to make sure then is that the putter, the line on your putter, is congruent with the lines on the ball. And then you've taken the aim out of it. Now the only thing left is pace, which is what should be the only thing left anyway. So pace is determined first. Pace determines the path, or how much break you're going to play. Third, the thing that great putters do, they don't care how much it breaks. They don't care if it breaks 20 feet. Every putt to them is a straight putt. They're putting to where they believe gravity is going to take over, and they're hitting it with solid pace to that point. It's your best guess. The key is the 4th rule: never change your mind. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Never, ever, ever change your mind. If you find yourself changing your mind, Michael, what should you do?
I should back off.
Back off. The hardest step in golf is this one.
Yeah.
That's the hardest step in golf. Back away. Step in and reset. But the putting itself shouldn't take very much time. You're going to get in there, you're going to get solid with your knees, solid against the ground, if you use this if you need to, and then hit it on that path and find out if you chose the right path. Does that make sense? Okay. And then the 5th and final thing. What was first?
Pace.
Pace. Determines what?
Path.
Path. They're all what? Straight or crooked?
Straight.
Straight. Never change your mind. And then the 5th is, it's a hit. It's not a stroke. It's a hit. Okay? It's a punch. It's not a jab. A jab has no draw, right? Boom, 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 boom. That's a jab. A punch draws and goes like that. So it's here, boom. So it's like this. Watch how far the putter goes through the ball. And it stops. Okay? It does not wander through the ball. If it wanders through the ball, most of those putts you're not going to be able to control the pace. So I always say your last thought is to hit it solidly. The key is hit it solidly.
Commit. Is that
Yeah.
the same as commit?
Commit. Yeah, that's right. And so no matter what it is that you're doing, you know, I don't care if I'm putting like this, I'm going to hit it solidly. Okay? Not bad.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's just one of those things. You know, if I hit it like this, I'm going to hit it solidly. I might not make it, but I'm going to hit it solidly. Right? So that's important. Okay, Elizabeth, we're each going to do, what is this, 6-footer? These are the ones, huh?
Something like that?
Yeah. Socially distant.
Yeah, it's a 6-footer. Now, do you want to use the lines or the soccer ball?
Should I try something else like the soccer ball?
Of course. So we'll pull these out of the way,
Which one am I doing? That one?
right here. Okay. Now your key, get that solidarity in your knees and create a solid hit. It looks good, just hit it. Okay, Tiger.
A little fast.
Yeah, a little bold. Okay. That's a 12-footer.
That's my problem with
That's a 12-footer.
issues with
Okay.
putting.
So the key is you took it back too far. So for this length of putt, you don't take it back that far. Okay. So shorter, slower back, and still the solid hit. Okay. Closer. Now, we're going to use this. See how she
went.
wandered through the ball?
Yeah.
See how the putter wandered through the ball? Those always come up
to
short.
compensate for what I was doing before.
No. I said it correctly.
Oh, no,
yeah.
I wasn't putting as much
Oh, no.
force into it as I should have.
No, you got to hit it solidly.
Yeah.
You just don't take it back as far. Okay?
Okay.
So you're fine.
What do you mean by wander?
It went through the ball and it kind of.
I wasn't forceful enough. I was trying to go completely the opposite direction of how I've been doing before, where I was too aggressive with it.
No, just hit it. Don't worry about anything. just hit it, okay? So if I were working with Elizabeth, I'd say she's in too close to the ball, because as I've watched her putt, the putter travels outside the path going back, which means she's in too close. You got to back away so that the ball comes on, the putter comes back on the correct path. If you're in too close, the putter will travel outside the path. If you're too far away, it'll travel inside the path if you're just using your arms and shoulders. Okay.
So am I a good distance?
Yeah, just a little further away. That's good.
A little further?
That's it, right there. Good. You create the hit, you make it. Okay, pretty close. So I want you to stop the putter when it gets to your left foot. I want you to accelerate it, but don't let it travel outside your left foot.
Okay.
Okay, that's closer. And you'll notice that it really sends the ball, so you don't have to hit it. You don't have to take it back that far. Much better, okay? So as soon as she got the pace right, all right, then the ball went in, okay? So your tendency is to take it back too far,
Yep.
right? And then release the hands through the putt. We don't want to do that.
Way beyond.
It goes
my
way
left-
beyond that
my
left foot.
Okay.
Yeah. And even if we're on a longer putt, you know, I don't care if we're going down to here. You know, if I hit that, watch where the putter goes through impact. Okay? I still stopped it. You see that? Not bad pace. The line was a little, you know, this, but the pace was pretty good. And so as long as I accelerate it to that stopping point, really got nothing to worry about. You want to try that putt?
Sure.
Okay. So play it a little further to the left than I did.
Okay.
So you take it back a little further, a little more to the left, please, because it's going to break more.
that
Okay.
enough?
Now trust. Yeah. Now just take it back and hit it. Trust your instincts. Okay. Now that was
I see what it's doing. Okay.
that was a solid hit.
I can see what it's doing over
I
there.
actually like that.
I can see what it's doing with. I can see the curve.
Right. You
here.
got to aim it much
I
more to
can
the
see-
left.
I can see.
But I like the hit. Don't forget where the hole is. Hit it where you pointed it.
Well, now I'm going to the other one. I'll just pretend I was aiming for that other one.
You're fine. Two more. Then we're all
changed
going to do
my
this.
mind about which
Y'all
hole I
think
was
this is easy. We're all going to do this. Now, if you're going to aim it, you're going to use this, you got to pay attention to where it's put. Okay. Now just hit it on that path. Don't worry about it. Hit it for pace. Did she get better or what? Okay. And how many did it take you? 4?
To that particular.
Yeah,
there's
to that
3, I
particular hole.
think.
Yeah.
I think it's 3.
I'd say that's pretty good. You know, to be able to figure out the path and the pace in 3 hits, that's pretty brilliant. And so, because you didn't really know.
Well, and I didn't notice till after I did the first shot as what the angle of the hill.
Exactly. Now, you can go down there and you'd see it if you look back this way. Yeah.
Is it okay if I go?
Yeah,
left?
sure.
Oh.
All right, come on up, Michael. How are we doing on time, Peg? You going to use the lines or are you going to use the soccer balls?
Soccer ball.
Okay. All right, I need that nice, compact, solid hit. Beautiful. That was good. Now the reason I like that is because you set it on a path and you committed to it. You didn't change. Wasn't the right path, but you committed to it. Okay. The pace was beautiful. Solid, wasn't it?
That felt good.
A little more compact to be good, but I liked it. It was solid. Beautiful. Okay.
Feels good.
Beautiful. So you always feel that it's a compact, solid hit. The length of the putt determines the length of the backstroke.
I do.
Here's our senior tour entry. Nice and solid.
Senior.
I didn't say super senior,
I
Joe.
resemble that remark.
Yeah, you and me both. Shoot, I'm older than you are. Come on. I like it. That's where you set it. That's where you hit it.
I didn't even think about the hole. I just went for it.
Aim it a little more to the left. Open your body and the putter to the left. All right, now hit it solidly like you did that last one and you'll make it. Was that a little weaker than the first one?
I actually topped it.
Yeah, grip down on the putter. Lift it off the ground. There you go. And then you won't. Now you're good. Now just hit it solid. Very good. Very good. Okay. So that was the best technique of the 3. Okay? Now you can't possibly get everything at once. Remember, it's about pace. Okay? So wherever you set that putter, you've got to trust it, hell or high water. You don't change your mind. You've set it there. So the only thing that matters when you're actually putting is to hit it for pace. Get it close. And all it's got to be is close. Because if it goes like that, it goes in. You see that?
Barely.
And people would say that was short. No, it's in the hole. It wasn't short. You know? Okay? Very good. Joe, you want to try that once again? We'll face the camera this way.
Yeah.
And we're all going to putt from this distance, and we'll have a little contest, okay? Very good. Okay? You each get 3 shots, so it's going to be the best of 3. Got to play a little more break, Joe.
Yeah, there is some break.
Yeah, there is some break. Keep it compact. Look at that. Whoa!
Oh.
Man, call a cop. Joe just got robbed. Nice.
There we go.
Beautiful. Okay, so 1 out of 3 is what we got to beat. Who's next?
Do it.
That was great. We'll see. We'll see.
Want to use the lines or the soccer ball?
The soccer ball's good.
Okay, good.
Do you want me to be about the same place?
What's that?
Got the same place here?
Yeah, right. Okay. Now this is a right edge putt, so aim it at the right edge and hit it at the right edge. Now you got to trust. Okay, watch.
Way too
Your leg. No, watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Calm it down going back. It's too fast going back.
Okay. Too hard.
Pressure's on. Come on, you can make it. Just calm it down. Okay, because I was coaching her, we're going to give her one more.
Yep, that's fair. Give her one less.
This is it now. It's just the right edge, not outside right edge. It's okay, watch. I'm going to guide the putter. You just hang on to it. Okay? Let me use it. Let me have it. You hang on to it. There you go. Okay? So it's like here. It's going to be like here and like that.
Tap. Tap. To me, that's a tap. That's a tap. Okay,
That
tap.
is a tap.
That's a tap. Okay.
Okay? That's
Alright,
what.
that's a tap.
Which one went in? The tap.
The tap.
There you go. Oh, gotta watch your aim. Right edge. There you go. Boom! Oh, you and Tiger.
That was not a tap.
Can we have a little lighter
That's
tap?
my tap.
Can we have a little lighter tap, please? Awesome. There, go. Good try.
I'm disqualified.
All right. All right, Lefty.
Okay. I have to get 1 of 3.
You 1 of 3 is all you need to tie, and then we got a sudden death playoff.
1 of 3.
2 of 3, you take home the championship.
Out.
What do we win?
Okay.
Oh, he made the first one. That's the hardest.
Oh. Where's the crowd?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Can he do them all?
I want a rematch.
Can he do them all?
I want to putt with Elizabeth's putter. Nope.
Okay, but good. You could a little more commitment on that one. You'd have made that one too. Okay. So you guys understand this? What's your mission when you come out to putt? Practice what?
Pace.
Pace.
Path.
Path.
And then don't change your mind.
Don't change your mind.
Change your mind.
Okay. There's a fourth. Now what's fourth? They're all straight or crooked?
Straight.
Straight.
And then you said commit, but it was
Yeah.
commit.
Yeah, same things. Don't change your
Like a
mind.
marriage counselor.
And so then, yeah, and then it's the hit. Okay, the hit.
Right,
That's
that's
important.
important.
All right.
Oh, I thought hit was commit.
So your mission, should you decide to accept it, is to practice making putts. Don't just go out. Now, let's say we're practicing lags, and that's my lag. Remember how well you hit that last one? So if I'm practicing lags to that hole right there, I'm going to determine the size of my circle. And if I've got a 3-foot circle, if I'm within 3 feet, it's a make. Okay? So it's still all about pace. Oh, Elizabeth, you can beat that. Come on. You already know this putt. Remember how much it breaks? More to the left. Okay, there you go. Oops.
Way too hard.
So the reason it's way too hard is it's just too quick. Okay, everything is
Yeah.
still solid, but not quick.
Okay.
Okay, all right. All right, you get this one closer, you win. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's right by you. I'm just following your.
All right, good job. Good job, okay? Joe, give it a try. And then we're going to have the champ try this putt.
So your ball's good aim.
Yeah, it's a little outside that actually. A little left of that would be perfect.
Yeah, because it really goes.
Really go. I love the pace, Joe. I love the pace.
Very good.
Yeah, if you go, like you
break
said,
on
if
the
you go,
hill.
if you go on the other side, you can see it.
The pace was awesome.
I wouldn't get that early break.
The pace was awesome on that.
Oh, it was good?
More to the left because it really breaks. Little light. Much better, much better. Okay, so even on your longer putts, restrict the movement through the ball. The tendency is for most players to go too far through the ball with the putter. And when you do that, they almost always end up short.
Did I stop in time?
A little bit.
Did I do that?
Okay, so we're all going to get,
Did I do too much follow through?
yes. Yeah, so create more of a punch, like Michael's going to do right here. That's it,
You got it.
okay?
You're going to make that.
That's it. You see how compact that was through the ball? That is always more accurate, always. Now it's not a jab, you have a tendency to jab, okay? It is a punch, okay? Which is just a touch different. Very good, Michael.
That's a great way to think of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's much better, much better.
That's gonna go in. Just
No, that's much better. And you notice when you create that punch, it creates a better roll. So the ball's going to roll out. Joe, I want you to try that so that we get that restricted follow through, but still a solid hit. So take it back further and create an abbreviated punch. Good. That was good.
I didn't aim.
The aim was off, but again, that's the technique. Okay? Aim it further to the left, and let's do that same idea. Thank you, Michael.
I didn't even think of the hole. I just
More to the left still. There you go. All right, now create that good technique. Much better. Look at it roll. It rolls so much more aggressively when you do that, doesn't it?
I like that.
So it's an acceleration
backswing.
and stop.
More
Okay,
backswing.
you want to try it?
yeah.
All right, go ahead. No, go ahead, Joe.
One final. More backswing.
More backswing and less follow through.
Fell in love with the line.
Got a lot better, didn't it?
Yeah, it does. It feels better.
Should I try with one of these?
Yeah, yeah. Now, if you're going to point it, then you got to point it. Okay, yeah, you get behind it, point where you want the ball to start. Okay, good. Set the putter on that line and hit the ball on that line. Forget about where the hole is. That's the idea. Now just a little more backstroke. More to the left, more to the left. Keep going, keep going. There you go. All right, be solid. Now you're slowing it down.
Slow
You're
it
not
down too
you're
much.
not accelerating. Okay. Going back better. Now create your hit. Much better. Much better. Okay. One more.
Trying to slow it down too much.
You're trying to slow it down too much. Don't worry about it because now your backstroke's more under control. So now you got to hit it.
No.
Did you have fun?
Yes. that
Okay,
was
cool.
amazing.
So that's what this whole thing is about, is making golf fun, making it simple, making it easy to execute. And commitment's a big word, but it's one we're going to use, okay? If you're going to play the game, commit to playing the game. To do that, commit to swinging in balance, okay? Commit to solidarity against the ground when you're putting and in your address position over any ball. Okay, so commitment is the name of the game. And if you do, then just stay relaxed, swing to that good finish, and you're going to get some good results.
Okay, you may think it's easy for us to be out here on this beautiful day, standing on a green, learning how to improve our stroke. But no, we're heroes. We're doing this for the osteopathic charity, Arizona Osteopathic Charities. And we hope that you really dig in hard into your pocket to help the kids that the charities support, because you can be a hero too.